Alrighty. I'm gonna dive on in. Finally back to more usual activities today. I am going out of town tomorrow through probably, let me see, what day would I? Yeah, I probably wouldn't stream on Friday, so I'll be streaming next Saturday as a big maybe, but definitely next Sunday. Let me make sure my bag, yes. Ooh, fun. Should I keep that? I made that decision pretty fast, huh? I think I'm gonna sell all the eggs, to be totally honest. Not the onions, though. I guess I should have asked if anybody wanted them, but... Let me, cancel that. We will do more chicken stuff someday, but that day is not today. Today, I'm gonna go home and potentially move some stuff into my vault here and maybe back into my portable vault, or my storage here and then my vault. For example, this I'm gonna want. And that I'm gonna want. I think I'm gonna want these as well, but we'll see. I might end up moving them back. Okay. Do I have everything in my wardrobe that I want to have in my wardrobe? Yes. I would like to toggle that off. So I'm gonna go to Swanfleet and I'm gonna start a bunch of questing there and see how far we get.
Greetings, friend.
Can I go to, yeah, Mossword. I think the skirmishes are, again, I'm gonna have to wait until, like, I actually need to level and stuff like that. You know? I want to see if I can... I want to talk to the hardened traveler really quickly.
Could I speak with you a moment? How can I be of service?
Okay. Let me put those away. They'll come up if they need to come up. I also want to see what my path of valor is still novitiate. I think that means that I can't buy anything yet.
How can I be of service?
Yeah. Hi, Brewster. Welcome in. So I need... Yeah, my standing is too low. I need to get higher standing before I can buy anything. Oh, hello? Okay. Ooh. No, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. This is gonna be the first time I'm ever really reading the Before the Shadow quests, because I didn't ever really read them. Oh, well, thank you for lurking, Brewster. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. I'm turning the music down since we're in Swanfleet. Oh, hi, Hanson. Welcome in. And thank you for lurking as well. And also, you guys... Hanson streams Lotro as well, so you should give him a follow. Hello, Scriff. Okay, let me talk to Manel, dear. This is my boy. I love him.
Some of Mosswood's residents sustained injuries we cannot heal.
Shout out Manel, dear. Keezy, thanks for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your time subbed. Some of Mosswood's residents sustain injuries we cannot heal, and they are beyond our aid. We will mourn for them later, but now we must focus upon those we can still help. Meneldir hands you a small bundle of bandages and a pouch of bitter-smelling salve. This is the last of my supplies, but there is no reason to save them for another day. Bring these bandages and this salve to the injured residents nearby. It is my hope that their hurts will not prove serious, and these will ease the pain of their injuries. Aw, thanks, Keezy. I'm gonna have a lot of quests to grab over here.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Look there, friend. The ruins to the east have long been home to a pack of wolves. They have always been content to leave us alone, and we were all too happy to return the favor. Something seems to have upset this unspoken pact. The wolves have grown aggressive. I dared to venture close to the ruins and eyed a great beast known as a warg among their numbers. I didn't think it to be real at first. Wargs are monsters we tell the children about. I didn't think it to be real at first. Wargs are monsters we tell the children about to get them to behave. We have our hands full with rebuilding I gotta turn the volume down because that music is, like, too much. Oh, that's sweet, Keezy. Keezy said, did you know that whenever you smile, you make someone else's day a little brighter? And I agree. We have our hands full with rebuilding Mosswood and recovering from the attack. We lack the strength to fight this beast. If you were to slay the warg, you would spare both ourselves and the wolves from needless conflict. Oops. So we helped Rune. We're gonna help Manon. Now the music got all quiet all of a sudden again. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this up and maybe not turn this up. Go like 15. There we go. Oh, there's no quest up here. Okay. And then we helped Hergist. Thank you. The people of Mosswood sometimes look down upon the rangers that were once my kin, but they do welcome their aid when it is offered. My former chieftain Strider may say the distrust of such folk does not bother him, But if that is true, he's a better man than I am. A pained look crosses Meneldir's face. That is true for many reasons. I have not called the Dunedain my kin for some time now, but I would never question Strider's integrity or his courage. But look here, the Uruk that led this band has something in his hand. See if you can't wrest it from his grip. It's a scrap of parchment. Oh, it's in Black speech, I think. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Sorry. Let's see if this parchment holds any clues for us. Meneldir briefly studies the crumpled parchment, but then he looks up, disappointed. I cannot read much of this. If this were an ordinary day, I would be grateful to have no reason to understand the Black speech, but on this day, it is a cause for frustration. Hold. What has happened to this Uruk's blade? It did not fall far from his body, unless my eyes were somehow deceived. All the kids are excited over here, but I'm grabbing Ellery's quest.
Mossford is a quiet town. It has always been a quiet town.
Winters can be hard if we don't fill the storehouse with sufficient food, but it has been many years since the folk of Mossford failed in their preparation. Mostly we've had to worry about the wolves of Howling Stones growing overbold and straying too near the walls, but the Uruks loose in Swanfleet have changed all that. What will we do if another war captain like Badthrug brings his band to Mossford? Could they remain hidden from our watchtowers until they were nearly upon us as they did before? Beyond Howling Stones to the southeast, a hill rises above the plain. Can I ask you to go to that hill and look out into the distance? You may not see anything, but even that will be good for me to know. Hi, Watts.
Have you been to the Stourvales?
I was once a traveler, but I met my wife here and chose family. I never made it out that far. I've heard fascinating tales from my friend of a floating village overlooking the river. I would have loved to witness this place. If you'd like to see it for yourself, you can talk to my friend Larry Grudd. You'll find her southeast of here past the Howling Stones in a town called Clegor.
Would you do something for me?
These poor creatures are still recovering from the shock of what happened the other day. We all are, really. They could use a little attention, but alas, I cannot pet all the animals at once. But such attention often helps to calm their nerves. Oh my goodness, I'm petting animals. Could you take a little time out of your day to reassure some of these critters? Absolutely, every time. I believe, yeah, your quest is timed, so I'll do it later. The cow is now only slightly perturbed instead of fully perturbed. The chicken seemed no less anxious, but you tried your best. The nervous goat seemed slightly less nervous.
How can I be of service?
Wasn't that lovely? They seem more at ease already. I find that taking care of the critters is just as soothing for the critters as it is for the caretaker. Wouldn't you agree? Next, I could use some help cleaning up their droppings. Wait, where are you going? Here's the sword. Tegwin swanging that thing.
What do you want, stranger? No, I am not giving you this sword.
It is so much better than the wooden sword I was using before. I found it and it belongs to me now. My father says that when you're in a battle, you get to keep the spoils, and I stood up to those Uruks even when the town guard wouldn't. If anyone should get to keep that Uruk's blade, it's me. Well, wait a moment. You're an adventurer, right? If you promise to help train me in the adventuring arts, maybe I'll give you the sword. I'm not saying I will, you understand? I'm saying maybe. It'll depend on how good your training is. So what's my first lesson, stranger? What's the first thing I need to know to become an adventurer? I got other quests to pick up, lad.
You are an adventurer. My husband was once like you, but he gave it up to settle down.
But I do have need in an adventurer today if you're interested in helping me. My husband has lost a boot Oh, it's not just any boot. It's his favorite and would be a shame to discard the remaining one just because he misplaced its mate. He lost it walking out by the edge of the wade water to the north, and upon getting stuck in the mud, it just came free of his foot. If you can find it and bring it back to me, I would really appreciate it. Funky.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Excuse me, could I bother you to help me make some deliveries? More of us are volunteering for shifts up on the watchtowers. The new folk forget to pack a lunch. Would you mind bringing these sandwiches and canteens to whoever's on watch? What if I would mind? What then? I have heard there are many uses to which unassuming objects
I've
might...
heard there are many uses to which unassuming objects might be put.
Alright, excuse me. And one of these seemingly ordinary items is in great supply just outside Mossward. I speak of the cribane that trouble the hills just to the north. If you defeat some of the winged pests and bring me their feathers, doubt not that you will marvel at the wide variety of potential uses those feathers might be put. And it will do the town some good to have fewer of the cribane hassling travelers along the old south road. Some folk whisper that the birds spy for orcs and other evil creatures, but I do not have any proof of that. You explain that adventuring is dangerous work, and sooner or later your morale is likely to run out. When that happens, you will find yourself at one of the many defeat circles scattered around the land. Very funny, stranger. I know that fighting is dangerous. That's why I will try not to fight enemies that look to be beyond my capabilities, but sometimes it's unavoidable, I suppose. And when that happens, if I'm defeated, I'll find myself at the nearest defeat circle to where I fell in battle. I can't duck that way. I guess I'm going into Scardy's shop.
Scardy spends more time fixing horseshoes than he does forging swords.
I mean no insult, Scardy, but it's true. What use does an adventurer have with a shop like this? You explain that as an adventurer engages in combat, equipped weapons and armor sustain durability damage, and folks such as Scardy Benblade are able to repair them so you can keep using them. Additionally, shopkeepers throughout Middle-earth can sell an adventurer all sorts of items and equipment that will aid you on your journeys. Scardy clears his throat and speaks up. That all costs coin, young Tegwin, horseshoes and swords alike. But if that raid is a sign of things to come, I think the swords might become more in demand than they have been until now.
Aye.
Oh, I never got all my farming recipes yesterday. I need to do that when I get to Llangaran.
Now this is more like it.
Hi, Nate. No, I promise I didn't start over. I'm just... Before the Shadow is the last, prologue stuff that I have to do. And thank you for contributing to the community challenge. We are 76% of the way. That means only 24% more to, something. The Monster Play stream. I don't know why I couldn't think of what the goal was anymore. My brain just went bonk. We're 78%. Thank you, Scriff. That's only 22% more to a Monster Play stream.
You upheld your side of the bargain, and so have I.
I must be honest with you, it is clear to anyone that you are already an experienced adventurer with many skills. I did not really expect you to treat me like a grown-up, but you have taken the time out of your day to show me what it takes to become an adventurer. I have seen enough. You have upheld your side of our bargain, and I will do the same. Here's Madthrug's weapon, as I promised. You'll bring it back to the ranger for me, I expect? Mother and father will be pleased, but I still say I could have handled such a weapon. He was doing okay with it. He didn't hit any of the other kids, and that's a big plus. Ooh, lunch? That's
Hello there.
wonderful. Oof, my tummy was beginning to growl like an angry cat. I volunteered to take the noon to sundown shift, thinking, oh well, I'll just have a big lunch and look forward to a large supper. I won't need a snack, but let me tell you, standing around for hours with nothing to look at but the grass has a strange way of building up an appetite. Oh, but don't let me keep you with my blabbering. Off you go now, and tell the baker she's lovely and thoughtful, thanks to you both.
What can I do for you?
Mutton? Oh, I love mutton. Mutton, like a button. Oh, you're still here? You, didn't hear me singing a song about mutton, did you? I'm not used to it standing around here with doing nothing all day. I sing about little things I see to keep myself occupied. Please don't tell anyone. I love her. She's my new favorite. 'Cause same girl. Whenever I'm gaming by myself, I just start vocal stimming. Whether it's a song stuck in my head or just silly, stupid stuff that I say to myself.
Hello there.
A lunch delivery? Ah, for the new folk who forget to bring the food and drink. Well, an experienced watcher like myself remembered to bring her own. Leanne gives you a wink and a pat the satchel at her hip. Unless, is that chicken, mushroom, and onion? With rosemary? Leanne opens her satchel. Give it here, friend. Never turn down free food. Good choice, Leanne.
Hello there.
Leanne takes a swig from the canteen before speaking. I packed salted pork for food. I forgot to bring anything to drink, and it wouldn't do for me to leave my post to fetch something. Thanks for the water, friend, and pass my thanks to the baker, too.
You recovered the Uruk blade from Chetwood before he hurt himself? Very well done.
I remember being that age and dreaming only of adventure of excitement. I was not so very different from young Chetwood when I was a boy growing up in the angle of... I swear I've heard people say this before, but all of a sudden my brain went bonk. The angle of Methethel. The angle is what I'll probably say from now on. Where my people dwell. I do not judge him harshly for taking the sword, and I hope you will not either. His parents busy themselves with the work of fortifying Mossward's defenses, and I dare say they remain unaware of the boy's mischief. I will not tell them if you do not. Are you telling me that if we had just snitched on Chetwood, we would have avoided, like, basically the rest of the storyline?
I have been away from the land that was my home for many years now.
I was once one of the Dunedain, my friend, the Rangers of the North, and one of their several charges was to safeguard these lands and their peoples from harm. Their other duties, well, they are likely as far away as they have always been, and not my concern any longer. I will not speak of those today. But a peaceful village has been attacked, and some of its people slain. Will you help me replenish my supplies of the healing herb called Kingsfoil and defeat any of the creatures nearby that may threaten Mossward? You will know Kingsfoil by its sweet smell and the feel of its leaves. Look for it on the rolling hills to the east of the village.
The raid on Mosswood by that band of Uruks has left our defenses in a terrible state, friend.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, could I ask you to collect fallen branches from the bases of trees outside of the town? With them, we will be able to patch up holes in the outer palisade and replace some of the wood burned down during the attack. I know it does not sound like a very important task, but it would truly be a big help to us. With so many good folk injured and slain during the raid, Ellery thinks we should focus on the small things we can do something about. I suppose I see her point. Yeah, I maybe. Some of the pronunciations in Middle-earth are, because it's a little, there are multiple phonetic alphabets going on, even within, like, Elvish and Eldar speech. Probably because there's multiple dialects of Elvish and different stuff are from different ones. It gets a little deeper than I think most people know. Because there's like the Kenya alphabet, and there's the Sindar alphabet, and then there's also a Sylvan alphabet, and it's all Elvish, but it's just a lot. It's a lot like real world languages too. But I feel like most of the time in a single real world language, there's a single phonetic alphabet, and a lot of different languages share the same phonetic alphabet. Okay. Now here's where it gets a little tough, because I'm gonna have to start fighting things and I can't see them on the radar, so I just have to go by where I think they are. And I know that there are a lot of wolves over here in the Howling Stones. Okay, maybe I need to turn music up a little bit. Or the combat. I'm unclear. I don't know if the combat music goes under the combat audio level or the music audio level. We're not killing any birds except for the Crabane. And there's one. Ooh, a backpack. Did I get this stuff? Oh, I have auto loot on. I gotta turn that off. I wonder if I should get that warg now, or... Because I know there's like at least one more quest that comes back here, but should turn my Find the Path on. There's at least one more quest that comes back here, and I don't know when and where you get it. But it's like further in a chain. I also want to open the deeds page on my browser, because I want to know, where's the list of, there it is. I mainly just want, well, this one and the Lost Relics. And the treasure caches. Okay. Just keeping an eye out on all this stuff so I don't have to double back too much. Where do I trigger the... There they are. Come here, buddy. Ooh, one shot him. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for me to do right here, right now. But I gotta go look on this hill, and then I can go back into town. And if we see any stinky burbs on the way, I'm gonna get them. Immediately after I said that, no stinky burbs. Oh, there's one. From this vantage point, the basin through which runs the Old South Road seems mostly quiet, except for this guy. It's gonna be so nice to be able to do rad law without having to worry about landscape difficulty, because that almost got me before. I probably won't have to worry about landscape difficulty again until Cardalon. So it's gonna be kind of chill vibes, just low-level questing right now.
Mosswood is not the only village in Swanfleet. A stable master can help you check on the others.
Thank you for the King's Foil and for helping dissuade some of the more aggressive creatures from straying too near the village. Against such beasts, Ellery and Bevan and the others of the guard are more than a match, but against Uruks, I fear they will be outclassed. The question now is whether Madthrug's band was alone, or if there are others of his kind waiting for their next chance to strike. Can I ask you to check on the stewards who live nearby? Visit the stable master here in the village for a quick means of traveling to the village of Clegor in the Stewart Vales. They should be told what happened in Mosswood and guard themselves against a possible attack. The stable master is to the southwest and provides efficient travel options for reaching distant lands. I think I'm going to finish all the Mosswood quests before I go, just so they're done.
How can I be of service?
I'm glad to see you return safely and victorious. With any luck, the wolves will return to their usual selves before too long, though it may take some time. There is something foul in the air, and I fear our troubles are not entirely over. Still, I think the people of Mosswood can breathe a bit easier now, in no small part thanks to your heroics.
Might I take a moment of your time?
The King's Foil herb works wonders. I'm grateful that Meneldir shared his knowledge with us, though I wish he didn't wait until a crisis to do so. In any case, we need more if we hope to continue treating the injured with such efficacy. Now that I know what it looks like, I realize that King's Foil grows aplenty. See, this is the quest I was thinking of. Grows aplenty in the Howling Stones to the southeast. I'd be grateful if you could gather more. Just watch out for the wolves. I hear they are ill-tempered as of late. I'm gonna go grab that before I grab any more quests here, just because I know it's kind of the last thing I need to double back to in here. Is there any back here? Doesn't see. Oh, just kidding. There is.
Greetings.
Thank you. With this, I should have more than enough to continue tending to the injured, perhaps with a little extra in case an emergency comes to pass.
All appears quiet? That is good, but I will not relax my guard.
There are more locations to scout, for there are several places from which the Uruks and the Uruks or other of their ilk might approach.
You know the road that passes through Swanfleet, of course.
It begins on this side of the old city of Tharbad and runs east past the Wadewater until it reaches Enidway. There are not as many travelers along it as once there were, but Mossward is still a sheltered place of rest for those who come this way. Might it also serve to speed Uruks and other Orkine on their raids? Will you follow the track that runs from the north gate of Mossward until it meets up with this road? Once there, I would appreciate if you took a look as you did before. You should be able to see both east and west for quite a distance, and if there are more raiders about, you might see them. Okay, let me turn this one in. Checked in with the stable master, sort of.
Greetings, friend.
Thanks for helping out. These are hard times for Mossward, but if we support each other, we'll get through it, right?
You look pretty tough to me. You're not scared of anything, are you?
Maybe you can help me then. The Mossward town bully has dared me to run to a certain spot north of town, right on the very edge of the Wadewater, and then come back, all in 10 minutes. Now, I'm not afraid, but I want to be certain it's possible. So what do you say to using no more than 5 minutes to run out there, and then 5 minutes to run back? That way I'll know it can be done before I make the attempt. Here, I'll mark it on your map. It's right here. I'm trying to keep an eye out for birds on the horizon, but they can be a little hard to spot. That's not what I wanted. There's another deed down. I got all the birds. Yeah. Should I get that raider right now? No, it's fine. Okay. me get the boot and make sure I get to the marked spot. Oh, I completely forgot that I want... Oh, no. I don't want. I was thinking that I wanted a steed from the Figments of Splendor vendor, but I don't. We've got Geralt's boot. And we reach the spot. It is marked with a basket with a ball of string. I am Whiskey Terror. Thank you for the follow. And I hope you enjoy your Lembas. Alas, we do not have any real Lembas on the way just yet. But I'm making not great progress on my crafting. I'll make better progress once I unlock my last profession. I am good. How are you? Ooh, branches. I don't think I read whoever told me to get the branches. Unless I overlooked what they were actually saying. Oh, I need to get back to Alia in 3.5 minutes. I'm on Glamdring. Are there more branches over here? Yeah. I must have blown right past him when I was on my way out. Lunori, Stout Shield, thank you for the follow as well. Glamdring is one of the NA servers. Glamdring is the first non-RP 64-bit NA server. And then Peregrine is the NA RP server. Orcrist is the EU non-RP. And Mariadoc is the EU RP. And then they just opened another EU one called Grand, and they're gonna open another NA one called Sting. Nice work, Scriff. That slug one is a doozy, but at least you never have to do it again on that character.
There you are. Let us see those feathers.
They really are quite dirty, aren't they? No matter. These will serve very nicely for making quills. See, you just dip this part into your ink. No, there's a bit too much give on the feather here. Well, perhaps as a paintbrush? It feels like the ridges here on the end would leave streaks, doesn't it? Maybe as an arrow? See how it compares to these arrows of mine? Rather poorly, I suppose. Still, many fine uses. Mayhap I will put them all in a sack and see how it serves as a pillow.
But such musings will have to wait, for winter is approaching and autumn doesn't last.
If the storehouses are not stocked with salted and preserved boar meat by the time the nights turn cold, Mosswood will go hungry. Unless the Uruks come back, I suppose. No, don't tell anyone I said that. It's not funny. But we always have need of boar meat, and we are fortunate that many such creatures dwell nearby. If you return to me with fine cuts of boar steak, all of Mosswood will toast your name when winter comes. I forgot that I had this quest to get back in time. There we go. Okay. Let me talk to some of these other people first. Goodness gracious.
You found it. He is going to be so happy.
You should bring it to him. He used to be an adventurer, you know, and he traveled far and wide helping folk with their problems. Sometimes I think he fills the head of our boy Chetwood with too many tales of his old adventures, but maybe if he hears about some of yours, it will satisfy his appetite for the thing. Yeah, I think one of the reasons, because the system that the game is made on is no longer going to support 32-bit. So they're going to close the 32-bit servers eventually. Yeah, transfers from 32-bit to 64-bit are free. I believe that sometimes they have transfers between the 64 bits available. And I believe transfers are free until August 31st. I think Geralt is by the north gate wearing his old leather shoes. Well, I went right past Ellery. I have played Lotro for about, give or take, 10 years. 10 to 13. But the exception to that is that this account I just made this month on the 2nd because I needed a fresh start. So this account and this character are brand new, but I am a long-time player. Sorry, I'm eating Candy Crush.
What is this?
Why have you brought me this? I thought I was rid of it.
That boot was one half of a pair that was dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots.
They represent a life that I gave up to settle down with my wife Wenna, and now I only want to relive those days by telling tales of my exploits to my son Teg. Now these boots are my least favorite, for they remind me of those days, and sometimes the memory is painful. I thought I would lose one of them. Better that than have Wenna think I regret the choice I made to settle down. But here it is again, and it seems I will never be free of it. Did I not bring it far enough away? That must be it. Perhaps you could bring this boot further afield? Why not show it to one of the villagers in the Stewer Vales? That is pretty far away, and one of the residents of Clegor might be able to find a use for such an old, well-worn boot as this. Yeah, my highest character ever, I only got to 44. And I had this problem where I constantly wanted to start over and make a new character, like, just not start completely over like I did this time, but I would make so many alts and then just play them for a little while and then make a new one the next time I played. For the most part, the new servers are less laggy. Every once in a while, when there's like max capacity online, you run into issues. But for the most part, it's a lot less laggy. Ooh, nice work, Keezy. Wonder if I should make some Thelis essence. I don't think so. Thank you, Whiskey.
You say you saw no sign of Uruk warbands along the road? These are good tidings.
For it means the road is still a boon for Mossward and not a bane, as I feared it might become. That road has been key to Mossward's survival for my entire life. The portion of it we know begins at Tharbad, and although the road itself is broken in places and obscured by foliage, it runs through Swanfleet and passes on into Enedwaith. From there it enters Dunlin, leads through the Gap of Rohan, and continues on into Gondor. They say it passes Minas Tirith and eventually ends at a port city along the coast, although I have never journeyed in that land. North of Tharbad, the road has another name. It is called the Greenway, and only Menelder's people are like to remember when it and our own Old South Road were one and the same. The North-South Road between the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor. That was long ago, even by their reckoning.
I have one more request of you, and then I will be satisfied.
This may be more dangerous than your earlier scouts, and if you hesitate to accept this task, I will understand. The old city of Tharbad is to the northwest of Mossward. It has not been the thriving center of trade it was during the height of earlier kingdoms for hundreds of years, and it has been abandoned ever since floodwaters took the last of its great bridges. Abandoned by good folk. Has it become a den of Uruks? Is that from where Madvug's raiding band came? This, then, is my dangerous request. I ask that you go to the gates of Tharbad and look for some sign of the insignia he wore, the mark of the White Hand. Beware, for if Tharbad is truly held by forces of evil, you may be better served by keeping from their notice and not engaging in battle. Tharbad is to the northwest of Mossward. Go just to the gate and mind you, no further. Oh, there's one more quest over here. Let me grab this before I grab hers, just to know what it is.
Thank you for these branches. I will see to making use of them.
I will see to making use of them to patch the holes in our defenses, and perhaps some of the larger branches can be used for tool making. Small items have gone missing of late for no reason I can tell, and we need to replace them. This has been the life of a Mossward town guard ever since they took me on. If Uruks are loose in Swanfleet, that may be about to change.
Perhaps you could help me once again.
They do say change comes slowly, and for now I have other matters to which I must attend. Or perhaps you could help me once again. That is the spirit. Now there won't be any Uruks to... Sorry, the fireworks are making me not be able to brain. That is the spirit. Now there won't be any Uruks to face this time. Oh, I've lost it. I'm sorry. Let me try one more time. That is the spirit. Now there won't be any Uruks to face this time, but until last night, this was the most common complaint among the townspeople. Ellery says we should handle simple things first. Well, what could be more simple than doing something about the squeaky hinges on doors in Mossward? Cadigan insists he ran outside to attack the raiding Uruks, but they were alerted to his approach by the loud squeak of the door to his home. I'm not sure I believe that story, for it is much more likely that he was running into his house when the hinges gave him away, but who can say for certain? All the same, Scardy Benblade should have a bottle of grease you can use to oil the hinges of the door into the healer's shop and the door of Cadigan's house, which are the two squeakiest defenders.
Whenever anyone needs something, they come first to me instead of checking the storehouse.
You need a bottle of grease to use on the hinges of squeaky doors throughout Mosswood? I do have a bottle of just what you need. That's not the point. Ah, fine, take it. While you're at it, how about you test it out on the hinges of my door there? I've noticed a bit of a squeak in the hinges lately, with everyone coming in and out at all hours in search of fine goods. Where's Cadian's house? Back here? Oh. How odd. The squeaking is only getting louder. It's because it's a rat. Don't tell me. Trail food, cooked food. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, I thought I had to talk to, Scardy. I have to talk to Median. Hello, Jacoby. Welcome in.
How fared your efforts against the squeaky doors of Mosswood?
You tell Median about what transpired, and he covers his eyes with a weary hand. Rats in the village? I don't like the sound of that. Having rats loose in the town could be a danger to the food stores. I'll see what I can do. Between the Uruks and the rats, it's a wonder to me that I ever thought the life of a guard might be an uneventful one. Thanks all the same, friend. We are here in Mosswood will manage. We always do. I am sort of a new hunter. I'm already level 20, and I did this half of Breland, and then I did Ered Lewin and the Shire, and now I'm working on Swanfleet and Cardolan. But if you need any help, if you're in the Swanfleet area, let me know. I see. Well, Ered Lewin's a lot of fun, and I wish you luck. Let me know how it goes. I hope you're really enjoying it. Yeah, I have a difficulty 3 as well. I don't have to worry about it right now, but it is kind of starting to grow on me. The only thing is that I have to change my camera angle when I'm in combat because I always forget about the Sauron sniping. But it's a lot of fun.
You made it!
I have to admit that I was not sure you would be able to go out there and come back in time, but you did. So did you see anything when you got out there? You tell her that there was a basket with a ball of string inside it beside the wade water, which seemed rather strange. I see, yes, that is peculiar. Thank you for your help.
You are not going to believe this.
I believe, yeah, we've completed quests, a bunch of quests in Swanfleet now. 30 more, and I get 5 Lotro points. Oh, how many did I get? I got 5. I just need 375 more to get my last profession. I really appreciate your help with that. When I go to complete that dare, now I know how to do it, and that it's possible, and that's going to make a big difference. But you are not going to believe this. The bully has issued a second dare. He must know I am well prepared to finish the first one, so he's already made up the second one. Will you help me with this one too? I simply must know if this is possible. The same rules are at play this time as there were for the first time. 5 minutes out there and 5 minutes back. I'll mark the spot on your map as I did before. This time you're going within view of the flooded city of Tharbad. These children are dangerous. They're sending each other into orc territory. No bueno. I'm gonna go this way, I think, yeah. Because I want to maybe give myself a little extra time to take on any boars I see out here. You dared your friend to go square up with orcs when you were a kid? I guess she said it wasn't her friend, so maybe that makes a little more sense that they were trying to make her do something dangerous. Wow, I did not see one boar the entire way here. Oh, there's one. A shovel stands abandoned. Okay, I need to look. And then, unfortunately, go back and tell Ellery that it's dangerous over here. This seems to be the location Ellery described. Oh, that's weird. Normally it would tell me what I see. The harsh cries of orcs can be heard within Tharbad, but you see no markings of the White Hand. Ooh, what level are they? 15? Larshi, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna go this way to see if I see more boars this way. I know, what happened to a conversation? What if I just politely asked them to not? Where are all the boars at? I gotta feed the people. There's one. Yeah, I know there's auto looting, but sometimes I like to destroy things if they're not something that I want. So I usually don't use the auto loot all. I do when I'm crafting, but not when I am like doing combat. Yeah. Cause I don't have a whole lot of bag space because I'm a bit of a hoarder as well. Look at this goat. Goat's so fluffy.
Welcome back. I am less surprised this time.
Now I know this one is also possible, and when I do it, I will have less to fear, even though the grown-ups always say getting so near to Tharbad is dangerous. So what did you see when you got to that location? Anything notable? You tell her that there was a shovel standing in the dirt, but its owner was nowhere to be seen. Very interesting, all right. Thank you once again. That is the last of the Mossword Bully's dares, so I won't be needing your help anymore. But you have been most helpful, and I appreciate it. She really doesn't have another one? Okay. There's another quest over here? Bevan. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting this one instead of talking to Ellery. Oh yeah, you guys, there's a command as well if you need the link, but please consider donating to the GoFundMe linked. It is to support Okendor's wife as she battles breast cancer. We did a big chicken run yesterday to help support. It's no worries, Jacoby. Just if anybody is able to, please consider that. But it's also completely understandable if you aren't able to. Welcome in, Sonic. I hope you're having a great day.
I'm afraid things will get
And
out of
thank you for
hand.
the follow, Jacoby. I have heard rumor that the children of Mossword have been giving each other increasingly dangerous dares and challenges, and I am worried that these may get out of hand. If they have not already, none of the town's guards will be able to learn anything. You know how children are, but perhaps an outsider will be able to learn something? Several children lingered outside the provisioner's storehouse a few minutes ago, and it could be one of the provisioners overheard some of their talk. We need to get to the bottom of this before someone gets hurt. Oh my goodness, 80 degrees. 80 degrees, it's April.
What I would not give for a moment's peace.
A group of children, I saw them. They were hoping to get their hands on as much cheese as possible, which seemed a little odd to me. I did not give them as much as they requested, but I thought one small block from the storehouse each would be fine. Them kids love cheese. Same here. I wonder what temperature it feels hot in my house. Sometimes. That's not the temperature. That's not where I live. I don't know why my weather app was scrolled so... It's 80 degrees here, too. That's crazy. But it's cloudy here. Those kids have been through a lot, what with the Uruk raid on Mossword, and I have seen few problems that could not be helped with cheese. I like her. Yeah, it was definitely hotter in Archit when it was on fire. Oh, I've gotten ahead in the quest. Yeah, I'll ignore that, pretend he wasn't there. You don't know him. You didn't see nothing.
You had better get going, I think. So long.
What are you doing here? I thought you would have left Mossword by now. You had better get going, I think. So long. You stand your ground and ask Alia why the children of Mossward needed so much cheese from the storehouse. Her eyes grow wide and a panicked expression crosses her face. Sonic, thank you for contributing to the Monster Play stream challenge. We are at 80%. My favorite cheese is either Fontina or smoked Gouda. We aren't in trouble, are we? It's just that we finally managed to turn the tables on the town bully and you helped us do it. If we're in trouble, I think you should be also. It's only fair. You see, there's a boy named Dai, and he's always challenging us to these dares, and if we don't complete them, then we look like cowards. He's always asking me to run to places very fast, see an item he left there, and then come back to town, and if I don't describe the right item, he'll know I didn't do it. You point out to the girl that she didn't complete any of the dares since she got the information from you instead, but that Dai apparently did go to each of those places first to leave the items. I feel like this just means I'm very smart, wouldn't you say? But because we completed those last 2 dares, don't argue with me, it still counts. Then Dai has to fill his pockets with cheese and walk through Mossward. You ask the girl if she has considered that she might be the town bully after all, and she tips her head to one side considering it. Huh, no, I don't think so, but I'll think it over. No, I really... Y'all, please don't make Ganto do that if I'm not awake to make him not do it. He added an extra stretch goal to the sub goal to not do the cheese with Coke. And I'm so nervous that he's gonna get to the goal and not give it a chance to get to the not doing it goal. And then he's gonna do it. I'm so nervous for him.
Rats! There's rats everywhere!
They were following me until I gave them the slip. It's the Rat King. Thank you, stranger. I give up. No more dares for me. Good boy. No more dares. I need to get more boars before I can leave, I think, because I don't think that, yeah, it doesn't go all the way to...
Is it true that I was almost eaten by rats? That's really amazing.
Good job saving him, I suppose. Still, now he's got a really exciting tale to tell. Did he keep the cheese or did he have to give it up back to the provisioners? I've been thinking it over while you were gone, and I think maybe we won't challenge each other to any more dares for a while. For a while, I said. I'm not saying never, so don't think you're stopping us if we think of a really good one. Goodbye for now. Caledorian, thank you for the follow. Got so much food. Trail food, cooked food. No, that's not the same thing. That says trail food. May I please have my cooked food? It's not the same. I want to eat my Mossward cheeses. The new sub goal for who? For Ganto? Or for me? I'm scared either way. It's not trail food, it says cooked food. That's whack. Mine is currently... I think it should be 80 question mark. Yeah, it's 80. Because that's when we unlock our next emote slot.
I am not surprised there are orcs crawling throughout Tharbod.
No, I lifted it up to 8 because the last one was 65 for more emote slots. And then the next one is 80, so I put it at 80. It is good to hear you did not see the mark of the White Hand while scouting near the gate. Orkine are always a danger to the Free Peoples, but it is the organization revealed by Madthrug's war band that most troubled me. We can deal with orcs, for we have before, but the Uruks of the White Hand seem different to me. Thank you for helping ease my mind with these scouting missions. You will always be welcome in Mossward. I had an idea for, there's currently, I kind of want to live in Mossward too. I like it here. There are currently, 3 unused emote slots. 2 of them I have already discussed with my friend who does the art. 1 of them I still have to run by her. Dale housing would be pretty cool. What I want, not like what I want and like think the game is incomplete without or anything, just like something, if it could work someday maybe, I would love to have like doors in settlements like Bree that go into like an apartment sized house where you just like have a room but your door is right in Bree. And I know that it would probably not work with the game as it is, but I just think it would be cool. But having, you know, the Breland homesteads is cool. Having the premium housing over in Rovanion is cool. More doors. Oh, let me get boars. And then I might take like a longer like stretch break or something to celebrate the at least this first part of Moss. These are all the side quests in Mossward. We're gonna come back to Mossward after the Stewer Vales. Misty Mountains housing would go hard. I can't wait for the Rivendell housing. I'm so heckin' excited. I gotta start tracking the boars. I cannot just be looking for them with my eyes. Could have maybe been looking for that one with my eyes, but it's all chill. I wish there was a skill point you could use to lower the cooldown on tracking. Dog. I didn't know that one was right there. Tee-hee. Where are the boars? I think they're mostly on the other side of the road, so I guess I'll move that way. A mission to Glasgow. Oh. That's fair. I didn't mean to laugh. Stop tracking the fox. Why does my auto target want to kill innocent things? I keep accidentally tracking one that's like 2 feet away from me. Maybe there's a third one here. Where's your friend? Why not packs of 3? I might be in Swanfleet for a long time, just like I was in the Shire for a long time, because between reading the quests and such, it's just takes a while. I think Ered Luin is a lot shorter than other starting areas. I think part of it too, though, is that I'm comparing Swanfleet to Ered Luin as if they have the same quest level range, but they don't. Because Swanfleet, the prologue is really only in Mossword and the Stewer Vales, and when you start getting to Langaren and Carascalebren and Western Eregion, that's really more like I can't brain book 1.
Very good! This boar meat should help carry Mosswood through some of the coldest winter months.
I'm glad this task at least proved helpful for the town. I have abandoned my idea of using those Kraban feathers. A number of uses. My wife said the number might as well have been 0 after she tried the pillow I made from them. Bevan, you fool, she told me. It takes more than 8 feathers to make a pillow, and anyone who tries it with Kraban feathers of all things deserves the crimp it would leave in his neck. I suppose the good ideas that spring up in autumn, well, they fall when winter comes. I'd rather deal with the threat of Uruk warbands loose in the swat fleet than present my wife with another one of my brand new ideas. I think I'll stick to guarding the town from now on. It's less damaging to my morale. This one should count as cooked food. Yes. Okay, that is it for the side quests in Mossword. So I'm gonna grab a stable ride to Clegor.
Hello there.
But I'm gonna take a break. And I'm gonna stretch, maybe get a snack, although I've been snacking on this candy grass. But you guys should also grab a snack, grab a drink, do a stretch, go to the bathroom if you need to. I might do that as well. And we'll be back at it in a few minutes. I just noticed. Oh, there's the person I need to talk to. Brialyn Winbuck. Eyes the well-worn boot you carry with some interest. This is the first time I've seen missions available here in Clegor.
Is there something I can do for you? Might I have a word with you?
Cosmetic, pets, and housing items. I think I want to get this, the cat, and then some of these. To answer your question, Gosgubbin, and I apologize if I butchered that pronunciation, I am indeed essentially playing a series. And the title of the series, The Huntress of Chetwood, is a reference to my character's lore. I have her lore posted in my Discord server, but to just give a TLDR of it right now, basically, it's not loading. Please. Basically, she was raised over here in Breland, and her father was a hunter and her mother was a scholar, but her mother passed away when she was really young. And so she was raised by her dad like as a hunter because that was really all he knew. And when she got older, she had lost her dad, and he was kind of like a local hero in Chetwood and in Bree. But she was kind of a loner until she was captured by the Blackwolds and rescued by Strider, and then she entered the story through the Breland prologue. And now we have made our way over to Swanfleet, because she's kind of been traveling around helping everyone. She helped out a lot over here in eastern Breland, and we've been up to Arid Lewin, and we've been to the Shire. I spent a really long time in the Shire, and I think I'm about to spend a really long time in Swanfleet too. I'm gonna save the missions for after we finish the other Clegor side quests. Let me finish up one little thing that I was doing before I got back. And then I will get into Clegor. Gus Gubbin, thank you for the follow. And also the Ecstasy of Gold. The music in Lord of the Rings Online is so good. And the music over here in Before the Shadow is particularly a vibe. Sometimes it gets a little too intense though for like what we're doing. Like sometimes if I'm just hanging out, the music will get all intense all of a sudden and it's like, bro, I'm just farming. I'm straight up farming. The Ecstasy of Gold, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm kind of going slow around this character, definitely, because I'm reading all the quests and I'm doing a lot of the starting areas as well, even though I started in one particular area. I'm like doubling back to the other starting areas as well. And part of it is that I kind of want to do a semi like completionist run in a way. For a long time as I was playing Lotro, sorry, I would like to put my AirPod away. Okay. For a really long time, the way I would play Lotro is just like speed demon level to like level 20, level 30 in like a single weekend, and then not touch the game for a really long time. And then when I would come back, I would want to make a new character and just kind of play the same way, the same thing over and over again. But I started streaming a couple years ago, and Lotro was one of the it was actually the first game that I streamed on my channel, but I had like a bunch of variety content that I was doing, which at first it was a lot of fun. And all of the games that I was playing are games that are beloved to me. But over time, it just became untenable to try to keep up with that many games and like actually make progress in them and all of that. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but I'm getting to the point. So at kind of near the beginning of this year, like in March, right around when the new 64-bit servers launched, I decided that I was going to do Lotro on my channel full time. And then I got a little lost in the sauce with my altaholic ways, and I found myself still just like making other new characters that I wasn't going to play and keep up with. So I decided at the beginning of this month of April that I was going to start not only a new character, but a completely fresh account that had no other progress on it, and everything I accomplish on this character is going to be accomplished on this character, and it's just going to be this character for the long haul. So I wanted to make sure that I made the most of everything and do all the quests that I am able to get my hands on and max out all the stuff that I can max out and things like that. And I'm almost done with most of the low-level stuff. eventually I'll start catching up to where I'm on level. For me, I'm currently at level 20, and I have that's not the right place. I have a Stone of the Tortoise on. That means no XP for right now. What my current short-term goal is, well, my first current short-term goal is that I'm waiting for my kin to get to rank 5. But that won't be until 2 weeks from tomorrow. And in the meantime, I'm also, my next short-term goal is to, oh yes. Hi Sissa, welcome in. I want to give Sissa a shout out because I did kind of get, not even kind of, I very much got the idea for like having like a lore based series name from Sissa. And if you aren't following Lost Shire Hobbit, aka Sissa, you really should be, because she is one of the most, let me think of all the right adjectives to use for Sissa, because I could use so many great ones. She's very sweet, and she's very attentive to a lot of people in the Lotro streaming community. And she also streams herself, and she has very cozy content. Please go give her a follow. She's one of my favorites. It's always a great time when Sissa's around. But I'm currently saving up for a 4th crafting profession, because I want to be a forester as well. I only need 375 Lotro points, which you get from doing deeds. You can also buy them, but I'm trying not to do that. I may end up getting my VIP bonus though, and that might get us the rest of the way, unless I like super make a lot of progress next week. And then there was a 3rd short-term goal after that. Oh, the 3rd short-term goal is to work on Swanfleet. And so far, I have finished Mossword. Just the one town. Now I'm heading into the Stourvales. Now, I love player character hobbits and river hobbits. They are my favorites. There's something about seeing a player character hobbit roll through that is just so much fun. But NPC hobbits are my nemesis. Call me Sauron, because I hate them. And we are about to enter the Stourvales, where there's a lot of hobbits. 2,000 Lotro points. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me go ahead and snooze those, because I didn't mean to take until now to get back to it. I just had to finish something up. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm glad you were able to get a bunch of mithril coins. Did you use the... There's a code for anybody who didn't know. Use code thank you 2025 in the Lotro store before May 18th for lots of great gifts courtesy of SSG. For lots of great gifts. There we go. I'm gonna pin that for anybody who hasn't done it yet. You get a lot of great stuff. You get mithril coins. You get a pick your mount box. And for anybody who doesn't have the red skeleton steed, I would recommend getting that one because this box is the only way to get it now. And the other steeds you can acquire other ways later on during the Harvest Math and Yuletide and festivals and such. But that one is only available in this box if you don't already have it. Okay, let me get back to questing because I've been standing here for way too long. Hunting for Princess 2025. There's also a regular store code, no fears, for a battle potion of something. A battle potion of restoration. I think pick mount box Lotro. According to the wiki, the Duskwatch mount. Oh, I didn't even see that. That one is not on the list. Rutrow Duskwatch mount. Steed of the Duskwatch. No, that one's available in the Lotro store. At least it says it is. Yeah, the Steed of the Duskwatch is available in the store. And the anniversary celebration. The red painted skeleton steed's name is Dusk, too. Oh, Caledorian, thank you for protecting the chickens yesterday. Did you get your eggs? Did I send you eggs? I don't have any more right now, but we can make a note that I owe you eggs if you didn't get them. Well, if you ever change your mind, just hit me up. Someday, when I'm able to, I'm going to be making lembas for everyone who redeems their lembas in chat. And also, if anybody ever needs any food, hit me up. I'm only apprentice mastery right now. But once I unlock the forester profession, I will be working on crafting more. And speaking of working on stuff, let me get back to questing.
That is an interesting artifact you carry. It must have quite a story, I imagine.
You tell Brielle and Winbuck about Geralt's complicated feelings about the boot. and about Wenna's belief that it remains her husband's favorite. Well, unlike some folk of other villages in the Stewart Vales, I believe that it is always best to be honest. But if you can't manage that for one reason or another, then perhaps a compassionate solution is second best. Sorry, I'm congested. Oh. Brialyn produces a pretty flower from somewhere about her person. Scoops up a handful of earth and puts both inside the well-worn boot. You bring this back to our former adventurer's wife and tell her that her husband asked for the stewards to craft this delightful little planter. Perhaps it isn't the most honest of solutions, but I think in this way everyone might be happy. And this is pretty good too, wouldn't you say? Sorry, I was using my Vapo inhaler. Not really helping me right now, though.
Welcome to Gregor, finest of the villages to be found in the Stewart Vales.
May I ask the reason for your visit? You explain that the village of Mossward was recently attacked by a raiding party consisting of goblins and uruks, and the ranger Meneldir fears other similar bands may endanger the villages of the Stewart Vales. Oh my, are you certain? We have not had such troubles for, well, longer than I can remember, that's for sure. Who would threaten the Stewards?
The mayor must be told of this.
Even if the very idea is preposterous, it's not that I don't believe you, it's just that folk here have lived peacefully for so long. We keep to ourselves, and we like it that way. Climb up the path to the south and tell the mayor what you told me. Malmadog will know what to do about this, if anything must be done. Okay, I wonder if I should do these missions now? Let me see something. Local wiki. Irvo Kirch.
Is there something I can do for you?
Does the mission availability rotate by day? Or is it just based on what level I am? Oh, for rotation information. There we go. All right, let's see. Day 1. I found the page on the wiki, on the wiki, and it seems to be every 9 days. Like rotate, so it's the ones that are available on day 1 are available on days 6 and 8. 3, 5, and 7 are grouped, and then 2, 4, and 9. So I'm gonna see which a day on the farm. So we're either on day 3, 5, or 7. Of the rotation. There's a part of me that maybe wants to come back and start on day 1. But I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it be for now. Oh, we could make a little list, maybe. Like, we can write down which ones we did today. And then when we come back on another day, we'll see if it's the same ones or different ones. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm writing down Clegor missions. Oh, I have an even better idea. I'm gonna write down all of them from the wiki. Ooh, maybe I should put this on a Google Doc instead of writing them down by hand. That might be a better idea. Okay. Missions tracker.
What do you need?
And then at some point we'll probably end up repeating them anyway. I can't get any of this yet because I don't have the right standing. I'll be able to get this when I save up for it, but I want that cat. Clegor. Earvo. No. Earvo. Kirch. I don't like autocorrect. Leave me alone. Oh, I accidentally closed the tab I was looking at. T. History. Missions. Earvo. There he is. I can't believe I waited this long. Okay, let me do something else for a second because I don't want to start that when the ads are about to play.
What's that? Goblins and Uruks?
Ordinarily, I would say you were spinning tall tales and send you on your way without supper, but there was a good deal of excitement in the night. A few hours passed, and some of the hunters we sent out never came back. I'm worried about them, but I am even more concerned that without the meat they were supposed to bring back, our food stocks will be thinner than planned. You don't need me to tell you that autumn can turn to winter quite unexpectedly, no matter how pleasant the mornings or afternoons might seem, and he who does not plan for the night will find himself hungry by morning. I will consider what you have told me, but I will consider it more quickly if you bring back some choice cuts of meat from the beast of the Stour Vales. Bring them to Canada Multig, our butcher, at his shop down the hill. I'm gonna grab one or two other quests. When the ads start, maybe I should do this now. Okay, before I grab any other quests, I'm gonna really quickly... That's the mission recruiter. Jeez. Come here.
A
lovely day.
I'm gonna go to Langaran and grab my farming recipes that I didn't grab yesterday. I probably should have done not swift travel. Oh, I can go ahead and run the ads. That'll help. Big brain move on my part.
Hello there. A lovely day, isn't it?
Okay, welcome back everybody. I'm headed back to the Stewart Vales now.
What is your purpose here, Bodiard?
I think I'm gonna start with the missions. And we'll see where that leaves us on time. Well, no. Well, we won't see where that leaves us on time. We're just gonna keep going probably at the very least for another hour and a half, maybe 2.5 hours. Ideally, I mostly would like to not ever be streaming past 5 if I can help it. But we'll see.
Please, stay a moment.
I have an interest. Let me do this. Let me do the quests first, actually. I've changed my mind. Sorry. I'm very indecisive.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello there. My name is Delith. Seether, I wonder if you might help me. I was practicing with my bow when one of my shots went a bit wide of the target. I went after it, but some large creature seems to have made off with it, judging by the footprints. If you were heading down by the river and you see my arrow or find the large creature, would you bring it back? The arrow, I mean, not the large creature. Oh, hang on, let me sell my junk too.
A fine day to ye.
What day is it? Are you sure? That can't be right. You see, I collect orders from my neighbors so I know what cuts of meat they wish to purchase for the next week, but I am already behind and cannot now spare the time. Do you think you could walk around Glegor and pick up the orders for me? They should be posted outside my neighbors' homes, although sometimes the wind picks them up and causes some mischief. You'll have my thanks if you do this. It shouldn't take you long.
If you're coming round looking for food, I haven't any for you.
No offense meant, but with 5 ravenous children, there's not a bite left over for a stranger. But say, I could offer you some coin if you could help me out. The children are afield playing, and gathering, or whatever it is they do that gets them covered with mud, burrs, and smelling like a dunghill. Will you let them know 'tis time for a meal? Can do. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to just start throwing myself off of cliffs and waterfalls because I don't have to worry about dying anymore.
Might you aid me?
Oh, hello. Yes, I suppose I can head home to sup.
Hello, hello.
Food's ready? All right. I will head back right away. I don't know what my character's doing. Glitching? In Lotro? Why, I never.
A floating village, you say? Well, I did say that to Mal last we spoke, I suppose.
The village is called Glynhelig. It is where I was raised. You can imagine it, floating in the sky and all, being quite an ordeal to get there, mind you. I could help you find it, but I am in need of help. There is a small parcel, sentimental really, hidden and buried to keep the ruffians away from it. Problem is, the ruffians decided to set up their home where we buried it. If you have it in you, might you retrieve this parcel from them and return it to my family in Glynhelig? Radlaw, hey, over here.
Hello there. Don't mind me. I've only lost the best spot to read my books.
I used to look upon the wade waters still current and reflect leisurely until those ruffians in Radlaw moved in. Now I have been resigned to reading under this post. Actually, I was wondering if you could help me? I had to leave my spot in a hurry and I lost one of my favorite books in the shuffle. Could you perhaps find it for me? Oh, and if you don't mind, teach those ruffians a lesson while you're at it. Radlaw's to the north. It should be easy to find as it neighbors the Wadewater. Oh my goodness, it's a Crippa raid. Well, let me get you a shout out. What were you guys doing over on Crippa's channel? And did you have fun? Oh, a humble merchant?
Can I take a moment of your time?
Do you have a moment? I am but a humble merchant. I've traveled through these lands selling stock for a time now, but my livelihood has been taken from me. Ever since the bandits and ruffians moved into Radlaw, I haven't been able to conduct business. You see, they send a few at a time once in a moon to rouse the village, shake us up for coin. They offer us what they call protection, but ever since they arrived, business hasn't been the same. I couldn't pay their tribute, and now my friends have been captured. They are all being held in Radlaw as collateral. Could you please help me get them? They're all I've got. Instances sounds fun. I'm glad you had a good time, and thank you so much for the raid. You are, of course, welcome to hang out, but if you do need to go take care of yourself, please do so. I have just started Before the Shadow for the umpteenth time, but for the first time with this character. And it's going well so far. I'm picking up meat orders and collecting children to send them home for dinner, not to keep them. This is actually my brand new main. I had a previous main on Crick Hollow, and then when Glamdring launched, I was like, I need a fresh start, and I did that fresh start, but then I got a little bit lost in the sauce, so I needed another fresh start. So this is a brand new account and a fairly new character, as we are on day 11 now. Technically, we are on day 14. Even more technically, day 15, because I started... The math ain't mathin' for what day it is. But I started this character on April 2nd. Let me check something, because I wonder if I'm saying the wrong day. I know that I did... No, day 10, and then... Let me see something. We had a couple short days because I did one day where I did a 2-part chicken run. I had one day where I just only did the pie quests in somewhere in the Shire, and then yesterday was the Cluck You Cancer chicken run to Minas Tirith. And I take Wednesdays off as my VOD upload day, and sometimes that bleeds over onto Thursday. I am playing on difficulty 3, which is the minimum difficulty you need to play on to get the titles. It's been a while since I've had to worry about Sauron, though, because I've been so over-leveled doing all of the starter areas. I think when we get to Cardolan, though, we will have to start worrying about that Eye of Sauron again. It's kind of nice to have this break at the beginning where I'm one-shotting things still, because I do really kind of like the game to be easy, because I'm less focused on combat and more focused on lore and, like, advancing, but I do want those titles, and I think it's fun to do difficulty. Okay, so I was writing a message, but we have found the third child. Finally, it's been hours since last I ate. There's a cat right there. There's more cats. I think there's also more meat orders over here. Gimme. That leg break noise is very abrasive. Got one more meat order, and there's 2 more hobbit children. That's a pretty horse, pretty pony.
Hello there.
Who are you? What? Food already? Splendid. Oh, there's no more over here. I gotta get over here and get the last hobbit child, and also I gotta get that arrow. Oh, and there's another quest over here. Is this the waterfall one? At least I don't have to worry about dying.
Hello there. You look like the adventurous sort.
Just the type of person I need. Have you noticed all the water... Sorry. Have you noticed all the waterfalls around Clegor? I'm endlessly curious about what might be behind them. Unfortunately, I cannot swim. Can you swim? Maybe you could explore the falls for me and tell me what you find? Sorry. Big yawn. Where's this hobbit kid? Hey, yo, kid. It's eating time.
Oh, there.
Time to eat. Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have had all those berries. There's always room for more. Okay, let's go get this arrow. Find him paw prints instead. Big Avank. No worries for me. The arrow is covered in a slimy drool, but otherwise unharmed. Should I take initiative and go wash the arrow myself? Or... no. I should go talk to her first, and then she's gonna tell me to wash it off. Because why would she do it herself? You know. Obviously, I have to do it. Who else? Who else?
Hello? Do you have it?
You found my arrow. Is that drool? Well, I do not mean to be ungrateful, but I am not touching that thing. Maybe you could wash it off for me first? Ah, yes, if you insist. Rocks jut out behind the thundering waterfall. And nothing else. The pounding waterfall will not allow you further. I beg to differ. I think I could have gotten closer, but in the interest of time, I won't. Kitty, hello. Hi, Kitty.
Oh, my poor arrow.
I suppose wet is better than eaten or gone forever, though. Thank you so much.
These cuts are choice indeed.
Well done, my friend. I will get to salting and preserving these meats right away. You are always welcome to help out in the Stewer Vales, and I will tell my neighbors what a help you've been today. They might not appreciate it immediately, but they will when winter comes and their bellies are full rather than empty.
A fine day to ye.
Good, very good. Wait, where is the order from Mayor Malmadog? Ah, sometimes he forgets to post his order. But that doesn't mean he'll understand if I don't send the steaks to him that he expects. You'd better talk to the mayor in person, then run back here and let me know what he wants. Manal, dear.
I should have warned you that the folk in Swanfleet will often put you to work.
It comes with the territory, you might say. So the mayor of Clegor is waiting for the overdue return of some of his hunters. I hope they did not run afoul of a raiding party like the one that attacked Mossward. I will take a look around and see what I can discover. Perhaps you can check in on the situation in the other 2 villages in the Stewart Vales. Someone in Glenhellig or Lintrev may have seen something.
A fine job you did!
The children are all on their way? Lovely. I do not suppose ye would set aside your adventuring ways for that of an Annie, eh? Haha, nor would I. Well, ye have me thanks. Okay, I think it's mission time, unless... Should I go up to Radlaw first and then do the missions? Or should I do the missions and then head up to Radlaw? Let me see if there are any deeds for the missions. Deeds. Doesn't seem like there are. But I know that there is a deed that I can complete up in Radlaw. I have to go up there for... I'm surprised I don't have to go up there for perils. Oh, Perils of that's Perils of Cardolan. Where? Oh, I've been to Tharbad. Okay. So I need to go up there for this one. And then there's also... There's not a trophy up there. And there's not a relic or a treasure cache. But... I can defeat brigands up there. For a cool 5 Lotro points. Dog. Okay. I'm going up to Radlaw. And then before we head into the other 2 Stewervale town... Oh, maybe I want to go to Mossword first? Question mark? No, I'm going to end up there eventually. I'm gonna be getting some brigands. There's only 65 low trip points available in the whole of Swanfleet. What about Cardolan? 70. At least I'm gonna start leveling again once I get halfway through book 2 of Before the Shadow, but pretty much at the beginning Cardolan. Although honestly, I'm not streaming for the next 6 days, so I'm like, it's probably gonna be my VIP bonus that gets us the rest of the Lotra points for the most part. I'm okay with that because I do want that, you know, I want to be a VIP, and I am. But it would have been cool if I could have earned all of them. It's less cool that I didn't, but that's okay. What level are you? 9. I need to start getting some level 13 humanoids, maybe get myself some green dye. It's not super pressing because I don't even really have the cosmetic item that I need it for. But I would like to get it sooner rather than later. There is something up here, an ancient tome. Oh. That's for the quest. It's not a... Are the brigands anywhere else in Swanfleet? Or is it just... Yeah, Radlaw's the place. I mean, they're like scattered around, but if you want to get them en masse, this is the spot. Sometimes when you complain about how long a Slayer deed is taking, it makes it take less time. Just a fun fact. Scientifically proven. The only one that is immune to that fact is the slug deed in the Shire. That one will take a long time no matter what, unless you go do it immediately at level 7. That is my piece of advice to everyone who ever starts a new character. The very first thing you should do, no matter which area of the game you start in, whether it's Swanfleet, the Shire, Ered Luin, Breland, go do that slug deed in the Shire before you do anything else as soon as you exit the intro. It's the only time that it's not a nightmare. Did I get them all? No, there's still one more. Okay, I still have to get... Oh, I have to kill so many brigands. Okay. I didn't realize I had turned floaty names off. Sometimes you gotta get fancy with it. You gotta have fun where you can. Hi, Nove. I hope you're having a great day. That's good. I'm busy mowing down brigands. Grinding deeds. I don't know what the likelihood of me running into 9 outside are, so I think I'm gonna go slightly back up the hill. See how they're respawning up here. Did I not get this one? Wow, it's a good thing I came back, huh? Could you imagine if I'd left and I hadn't freed all the hobbits? One extra one for good measure. And now we return to Clegor. We've got a few quests to turn in there, and then also I'm gonna do those missions finally. I'm thinking of maybe after I do the missions of wrapping up stream so that I'm still in Clegor the next time I play. To hopefully do different missions. Because as I'm looking at it, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just talking to talk.
Just a moment.
That's the one. Thank you for retrieving this for me. The brigands have been pestering us folk for a while, and I feared our family might lose it. Please deliver this to my cousin Gwenfor in Glenhalig. Now, the way to Glenhalig is very rough. I cannot personally show you the way, but I have an acquaintance that could. Follow the road east across the river and speak to Crannog Dambrin. They wander along the banks close to a watermill looking for odd trinkets.
Is there something I can do for you?
Ah yes, that's the one. The Path of the Light. This is quite a rare book, and I'm so grateful that you were able to find it. Are you perhaps familiar with this story? It's a tale of mighty warriors from beyond the twinkling night sky vanquishing evil where it hides. They wield blades of dazzling light. It's rather far-fetched, but the adventure these warriors go on is quite fascinating. Perhaps not. It's not a story just anyone reads. Again, a rare legend. It's Star Wars.
Is there something I can do for you?
I'm eternally grateful for all you've done. My friends are home and safe. I just hope we will sooner rather than later be rid of those ruffians. My business cannot succeed here if they continue bleeding this town dry of its labors. I might have to move on from here to keep my friends safe. Poor guy. Kaneda wants to know what meat I wish to order for the next week. Surely he must know by now that I expect to have a standing order. Beef, chicken, and pork with plenty of each. Malwadog loves them all. I do enjoy them all, but I speak not only of myself. My very good boy here shares my name and my appetite. We are both Malmadogs. Oh. The dog's name is Malmadog too. Now you run along and tell Kaneda that I want the same order as last week, and mayors should need to be consulted on this every 7 days. I'm very busy after all. Look at that pupper. Oh my goodness. He's just there wagging his tail all day long. He's so happy no matter what time it is. He's just a happy boy.
How do you do?
So, what does the mayor want for his meat delivery next week? The same as last time? It's always the same, you know, but if I don't ask him, he complains that I didn't. I think the mayor just likes the attention. He always says he's very busy, but he's always just standing out there on his porch with his dog, taking in the sun. One of these days, I should take a holiday. Maybe I could be mayor, and then I'd have more than enough time to relax. Alright, it's finally mission time. In fact, I'm gonna put those away.
Might I have a word with you?
I have an interesting request. It seems a farmer nearby is having all manner of trouble with their crops. He needs a proper hand in gathering, protecting, and tending to everything on their property. Any chance you might be looking for a little work? I am indeed. Not exactly work for an adventurer such as you, eh? Maybe this is the kind of thing that will bring you a measure of rest and recreation. What do you say? Ready to work on the farm? It's a farming mission. Where are the shrew barrows? Over here? I feel like something's gone wrong. Where are they? There they are. I might have to worry about the Eye of Sauron today after all. Hey. How dare you? If I had known this was going to take me ahead to areas I haven't been yet, I might have... Well, I mean, I've been here before. It's just Lintrev. It's the next Stewervale town. I like to do them kind of sort of in the order at which the pathing makes sense to me. So I go, oh, I don't have to worry about difficulty in instances. So we don't have to worry about the Eye of Sauron. Good, good. I think what I'm going to do is complete these missions and then I've gotten at least one token of heroism. There's 2. I want to track that quest. Oh, I can't because I'm in a mission? Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll check it after. Where are there more Cribane? Oh, I've reached the edge of the mission instance. So where are there more burbs? Show me the burbs. I heard them squawking. Where are they at? Caca! Can I track in an instance? Oh no, I see them. Ooh, I got a loot box, but I can't afford any keys. Sag. In 2 years, I will have my 3-year gift box containing 3 black steel keys, but for now, they cost Lotro points, which I will not be spending on them. See what a relaxing life you could lead? Oh dear, I did not expect this. Well, let us head back.
Hello.
Was it as lovely as I expected it would be working on the farm? No? Well, it seems that adventure has a way of finding you, does it not? Let me also track that one. I did claim my thank you gift, and I have already used the 5 keys that were in there. Use COD. I just realized I had a typo in my pinned message, but I'm not repinning it. Among the watchtowers.
Might I speak with you a moment?
When an enemy can see you coming from a great distance, it puts you at a disadvantage. When that enemy is entrenched, that disadvantage is even greater. At the Brigand encampment, we have both issues at once. The Brigands there built tall watchtowers that give them a clear view of the surrounding wilds. Any offensive that might be launched against them is immediately at a disadvantage. We also know that the Brigands employ a volatile powder of some kind that we may be able to use in our favor. If we reposition some of that powder at the foot of the watchtowers, we may be able to destroy them and take back the advantage. Are you willing to assist? Sure. The advantage the watchtowers provide is great. We cannot amass a force that will challenge them without them knowing that we are there. But if you are willing to infiltrate, perhaps you will be able to sneak in and provide us the cover we need to begin a counter-assault. So I assume that the issue is these towers, but I see. Wonder if these guys would have counted for the deed. Does that count as one of the towers, or is it only the giant ones? I suppose there's only one way to find out. Oh, no, it's those ones too. Okay. I guess I should take this also up here. There we go. I'm sure there's more black powder up here. This one's among the watchtowers. Can I come this way? Yes, 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 yes. None of them have dropped anything that I want, I don't think. I would really like a journeyman scholar, whatever. Something. A journeyman scholar recipe scroll something. I don't know what they're called. Okay, I gotta go find the scout, but I'll get these last two. Journeyman Scholar Scroll Case is what I'm looking for. Actually, I'll get these last two. Oh. Almost got Eye of Sauron. So I guess I do have to worry about that. Seeing those watchtowers burn gives us some hope to drive them out of this fort. You have done well. Let us return.
Just a moment.
We shall watch them more closely, and when the time is right, we will organize an assault of our own. We best plan, as they will likely restore the watchtowers quickly.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Day and night, folk are asking after food in the village, and one of the more enterprising hobbits here is trying to meet the demands of an ever-growing populace. It is not our usual request, but the patron is willing to pay for the assistance of merely taking food from one place and bringing it to another. Should be simple to make these deliveries. Care to help? Do not think that this is some easy task. Hungry hobbits are some truly cantankerous folk. Oh no. You best be swift if you want to avoid their ire. It's more pie stuff. Deliver 60 pies? Dude, I don't know what's happening. There's no one out here. Oh, here we go. $60 pies. Who came up with this? No, I'm gonna riot. I'd have to guess which way to go to know which hobbit's gonna be standing on their doorstep. Dude, that's too many pies. This can't be for real. I'm gonna get like interrupted or something, right? There's no way that this is the whole mission. Oh, thank God. No, I'd so much rather fight things. No, I was like, who's gonna tell her? Oh, it's bad. Hold on. I mean, I was gonna do it if it was deliver 60 pies, but I was gonna complain about it the whole time. How did the deliveries go? Why do you look so tired? Oh my, where did they come from? We should go back.
What do you need?
This seems highly unlikely and rather frightening. I'm glad that you were here to force this threat away.
Might I have a word with you?
We often think it necessary to take action when maybe we ought not have. This report may be one of those times. Hunters were tasked with thinning a large pack of wolves in a nearby ruin. In their zeal, the hunters managed to kill one of the pack leaders, the male. Normally, this would allow the lesser wolves to fall on one another for a time until new pack leaders arise, but the wolves in the ruins followed a breeding pair, and the she-wolf has grown aggressive in her mate's absence. Our task is clear. We must eliminate the wolf matron before she drives the pack into attacking the village and does irreparable harm to the populace. Suddenly, everybody's here doing missions. Our own folly has wrought this end. A shame that the wolves cannot be more like faithful hounds, but it seems this is their nature. So we must do now what we must. About to say, where are the wolves? Be kind of cool if I could get my hero's marks here, but I don't know how likely it is. Sorry, I'm jumping. Oh, did I already get the mother? Okay. Yeah, I got to 11. With the wolf matron eliminated, there will be a time of peace. The wolves will eventually choose new leaders. Let us return.
Just a moment.
A new set of pack leaders will rise to take their place, but for the moment, we will have respite from their attacks. I wonder why the aggression was so great. There must be something stirring these creatures more than normal.
What do you need? So
the next time I play, I will be able to get enough Graveblood marks to get this Before the Shadow Adventures themes for the house. I won't be able to get the guide to Andrath or the guide to Clegor until I'm acquaintance standing with the Dunedain of Cardolan, and I won't be able to get the Cozy Tabby Cat until I have 150 Graveblood marks. But I do want to see if I have any task items that I can turn in. Alright, hang on. I want to sell the food also, because I forget to use it, and I'm in the Stewer Vales, but whatever. I don't want it sitting there when I get back. Okay, let me go through and make sure none of these say junk. Okay. Now, let me see which ones I can turn in here. So we're looking for... I don't have blunt branches, but I do have a lot of broken daggers. Do I have any broken hatchets? Yeah, but not enough broken sword sheaths. Yes. I don't have enough dirty scales. I don't have any no. Small wings. Squishagoos. Torn furs. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to do some repeats here. Papa Gurkha, thank you for the follow. I think I can do 2 more tasks. It kind of works out. It's just broken daggers and broken sword sheaths, right? Yeah. What am I getting for this? What did I get for any of that? Nothing. No, it wasn't giving me any rep. Unless it gave me rep for somewhere else. It didn't give me any rep. At least I did 5 of the 10 tasks at hand that I need to do. It doesn't show anywhere. And I don't have any unless it's doing the Matham Society, I don't have any. Usually it does show, like when I was turning in ones in Breland, it was showing where and it was showing it going up, but it didn't give me any just now. Ah, well. Can't win them all, or any of them. I think we... Oh, does it say 0 to 64? I wonder where it went to then. I mean, based on this, I think it's highly likely it went to the Matham Society, but I would have thought it would have gone to the Dunedain of Cardolan. Do I need to unlock that somewhere, maybe? We'll see. But that's going to be it for this time. Next time is probably not going to be until next Saturday. I mean, it's not going to be any sooner than next Saturday, so we'll see. But when I pick things back up, I will do... Oh, is it going to... No, it's not going to be the same missions available next time, hopefully. Maybe. If it's different missions, we will start off next time with missions and then maybe go on to Lintrev. Potentially, depending on how long the missions take, I could maybe just do the missions. But either way, I'm going to park myself here. And I'm going to raid... I think I'm going to raid Aubrey. We'll go have fun there. I hope everybody has a really great time. I hope everybody had a really great time here. And I'll catch you on the flip side.